What would you do if you were flying a jet and the engine suddenly cut out? For pilots of the F3H Demon, this wasn't just a nightmare scenario, it was reality. The Demon's early engines were infamous for flameouts, compressor stalls, and power failures that struck without warning. In those moments, the sleek Navy fighter could transform from a bird of prey into a falling stone. The F3H was born in the early 1950s, a time when America's Navy demanded a jet that could challenge Soviet bombers and MiG fighters. McDonnell answered with a big, heavy machine that carried the soul of a fighter but the heart of an unreliable engine. The Westinghouse J-40 was supposed to be revolutionary. Instead, it nearly doomed the Demon before it could spread its wings. Many called the J-40 the engine that wouldn't. Its failures grounded entire squadrons, and the Navy even canceled its use in other aircraft. For the Demon, it meant years of delay and a reputation that was hard to shake. But McDonnell refused to give up. They re-engined the aircraft with the Allison J-71. It was no powerhouse, but it finally gave the Demon enough thrust to fly and fight. The F3H-2 became the first truly combat-ready version. It carried missiles like the Sparrow and the Sidewinder at a time when dogfighting was shifting towards guided weapons. Though slower than many contemporaries, it could climb hard, hit hard, and hold the line. Did you know that the Demon was the first U.S. Navy jet to fire 87 Sparrow missiles in squadron service? It also introduced radar-guided missile tactics to carrier aviation, paving the way for the legendary F4 Phantom II. In fact, the Phantom was a direct descendant. Its twin engines, two-seat cockpit, and massive payload evolved from lessons learned with the Demon. You could say that the F3H walked so the F4 could soar. Despite its struggles, the Demon flew in the tense skies of the Cold War, intercepting Soviet bombers that tested American carrier groups. Its large frame, long nose, and tall vertical fin gave it a presence that earned nicknames like the Lead Sled and the Whale. The Demon is a reminder that progress is rarely smooth. It stumbled, it disappointed, it terrified the pilots who had to trust the engines that sometimes betrayed them. But it also bridged a gap in history. It stood on carrier decks as the Navy shifted from guns to missiles, from instinct to radar, from the age of World War II aces to jet-powered chess matches of the Cold War. It may not have been the best, but it carried the weight of evolution, and without its trials, the Navy might have never fielded the Phantom, a fighter that defined an era. So, what would you do if your engines cut out mid-flight? For Demon pilots, the answer was courage, trusting their skill, their training, and sometimes sheer luck. And in that crucible, the F3H Demon carved its place in aviation history as the flawed but essential stepping stone to greatness.